back now to the phone stream, which is probably not what everyone would have wanted or anticipated. But I'm currently having to change my camera setup, and I lent it out and had to get it back. So I'm in the middle of going through a little change, and plus the internet issues still aren't resolved yet. So for now, we are just going to the just do the phone stream for right now, and then the next stream next month, which is actually probably going to be next week, will be a different stream. I was thinking about just not having a stream at all this month, but I didn't want to go through without that. So I just might have a short one on this one, even if it's just this little small setup. But the next week, hopefully the next week, which will also be the first Saturday and first day in February. So next Saturday should be an official stream, and I'll have a lot of other cool stuff going on, and hopefully Tommy be here with me, and it'll be a good time, really good time. But we'll talk more about that later at the end of this stream. But how are you guys doing? What all are you up to? Please let me know in the comments, or in the chat, sorry. Let me know what you got going on. Now, this is also a way wider view of this shelving, because the phone I'm using is a new one, and it defaults to the widest lens, so it's going all through here. So, but let me know. 4 people watching, how are you guys doing? Let me know in the chat what you got going on. Like I said, I don't have the full setup like I usually do with I can pull up the chats on the screen and all that, but I will be doing my best to read everything and go through it, so please let me know. Also, if you can get off to the side here so I can look at everything. But yeah, I have 2 fragrances here that I picked up, and you probably saw the silhouette of those in the thumbnail, and I'm going to be opening them up on stream. One of them probably looks very familiar if you know anything about women's perfume, and you're probably wondering, why in the world do you have that? And you'll see later when we get into it. But also got some other things here I want to talk about, and just finished doing my weekly rotations video for Monday. It's a very interesting week, and you'll see it when it comes out, but my wife actually picked out my whole week and all the fragrances I wear through the week, including what I'm wearing today and tomorrow. So it was a very interesting selection. A lot of things I actually haven't worn in a while. And next week, what about it, D Da Vinci? What up, my man? How you doing? What you doing today? And what you wearing, by the way? What's your scent of the day? That's another thing. I'm not going to talk about my scent of the day because it's going to be my weekly rotations video. But I'll talk to you or tell you what my scent of the night is, and it's also in the weekly rotations video. It's this one here, Encre Noir All L'extreme by Lalique. This stuff is amazing. I will always, 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 always rave about this one. This is absolutely incredible. Niche quality for a very inexpensive price. If you like the original Encre Noir, you'll love this one. This just takes that DNA, makes it smoother too. It's not as spiky vetiver as the original is. It's way smoother. It adds patchouli, it adds incense, it adds an orris root, makes it a little bit of a dark chocolate kind of factor to it. West Loop by Ginsens, dude, that you said that. West Loop, I love it, dude. I really love it. I really like all the ones Ash, creatively directed. I like his content anyway. And of course, I mean, I like his style. Me and him, not that I know him personally, maybe one day, but I noticed that a lot of things that he favorites, and that's his style, I noticed I vibe a lot with the same kind of things. So I knew that I would like a lot of the ones that he creatively directed. But yeah, dude, this stuff is amazing. Sweet, has tobacco, a lot of cinnamon spice in it. Very similar to the dry down of like Red Tobacco by Mancera, or Mystery Tobacco by Carolina Herrera, or Carlisle by Parfums de Marly. It's amazing. It's just very sweet, very, very sweet tobacco. It's just amazing, dude. It's a little smoky, a little herbaceous, a little, not really earthy per se, but a little bit there. It's amazing, though. I love all this stuff. The next ones I want to get are Edgewater. I really, really, really want to get Edgewater because it's very green. I think Richard Chopin did that one, the same perfumer who did Tom Ford's Oud Wood. And I love me some green fragrances. Really, really love it. I actually gifted, the first one I ever bought from him was Terra Nova. I love Terra Nova. Love it. One of my signatures. Love it. But I bought Terra Nova and At the time, it was called Blue Ridge, but now I think it's South Slope. Million Dollar Mines, what up, my man? How you doing? Yeah, Fragrance Outlet has, dude. Yeah, um, Fragrance Outlet has all for $40. That's crazy. You see, and that's what I did anyway. I went to was a fragrance. I think it's Fragrance Outlet and Perfume Mania that Ash says you can go on the Michael Malone website and get these for a certain percentage off. But really, the better deal is. Oh, by the way, guys, sorry about the audio. I don't have my mic on because my phone doesn't take the mic for some reason. But uh, but Fragrance Outlet has it where like a lot of their stuff you can buy one get one for like was it 30% off or something like that. So or maybe 50% off. I think maybe 50% off. But yeah, way better deal than just online doing the coupon. But yeah, dude, it's really good. I love all that stuff from him, and I love his content anyway. So why not go and buy some of that and support it? But yeah, Encore Nowhere All Extreme. This is gonna be my scent of the night. Going out, getting some stuff done for myself, running some errands, and it's still cold, so I decided I'm gonna wear this one and just try some things out with it. Used to wear it all the time, but I really like it. Like I said, that patchouli in this gives it a dark chocolate kind of factor to it. A little earthy, a little bit bitter, but I mean that patchouli and the vetiver add in that bitterness as well, but very dark, woody. Again, that incense adds smokiness to it, and I talk about it. Excuse me, I talk about it in my weekly rotations video anyway, but love this thing. And I'm surprised my wife actually picked this one out for me to wear because she used to not like it at all. I used to wear it a good bit and loved it, and she was like, I don't like it, it's not my favorite. But yet she still picked it out for me, so I'm glad she did. Kind of a thing to me, I guess. So another one I want to show y'all that I picked up last night from TJ Maxx. I've seen it a bunch. I've smelled it here and there, but for some reason it never actually piqued my interest. And I was like, I don't know about that. But last night, looking through, didn't find really anything interesting. But I smelled this and I was like, I know I've seen this, but I've got to pick it up now. But it's by Camera Perfumes. Of course, any of y'all who have been part of the channel or been TJ Maxx, Camera Perfumes is a very good milliliter and clone house. They have some. You know what? I forgot to turn on some lights, but they have some over here that clone. Strong with You and Parfums Marley, Pegasus, and Leighton, and other things. But it was this one here, Monarch by Camera Perfumes. It has that rubberized kind of texture, very reflective, very much a fingerprint magnet. But y'all, this thing is really, really good. It has almost a late 90s, mid 2000s kind of feel about it. It has almost a metallic kind of citrus and musk factor to it. A little spicy, a little woody, a little ambery. It's really, really good. It has a green facet as well. Also has a little bit of a fresh, almost aquatic facet to it. It's super good. I mean, this is like an amazing, clean office fragrance. I mean, if not like a quintessential kind of office style, it is super, super good. Again, it's called Monarch by Camera Perfumes. It won't say Camera or Camera, however you want to talk about it in the thing. Have it, not sure what it's cloning. See, I looked up everywhere, couldn't find a thing about it. And I don't know what it's cloning either, because it's got to be a clone. If it's not, then it's a really good original, but it's got to be a clone if it's from Camera or Camera, how you want to talk, how you want to say it, because most of their stuff is clones. But yeah, it's super good, man. I sprayed on last night. Probably more for like the spring, summertime, but I mean it's really versatile. It's so good. I mean, it smells like a late '90s, early 2000s designer. It even has that same designer style as those kind of fragrances. I mean, it has a dark colored juice. Don't know if that's indicative of the quality or the concentration. It's apparently an eau de parfum concentration, but picked it up for like $14.99 and it smells really good. So if any of you see this out there at TJ Maxx or any of the other rack stores, be sure to pick it up if you want a clean, metallic, spicy, green, fresh kind of fragrance. Again, perfect for office. Fantastic. But picked it up last night. Can't wait to wear more of it. what are you guys up to? Any of you watching? I see there's 5 watching. What are you all doing? What are you up to on this Saturday? What is your scent of the day? Any questions that you have in the comments? Again, I apologize. Profusely. Apologize for this change of format. Usually, I have my nice live stream. I can pull up the comments, I use the camera, use good audio. But again, my camera had to lend it out, get it back, and so my setup is changing. So I'm having to use this right here just for now. I didn't want to cancel a live stream this month. I wanted to still have something. So this is my something to you. Just be able to talk. Riding with the sun. Oh, dude. Well, hope you're having a good time, man. Hey, won't be long now. I'll be having my own son. So, I don't know if you've watched a lot of my stuff recently, but my wife is expecting. We're now on our 30. I'll be 33 weeks, so we ain't got long. We have probably the end of February, very beginning of March is when he's due. So, really excited, really looking forward to it. Hey, any advice you can give to me as a dad, please give it, because I'm gonna need all the advice I can get. It's going to change a lot of stuff on the channel too. It's going to change a lot of the schedule and things I have going on. But, that's obviously the biggest priority. But I do plan on doing as much as I can. I would like to have a video where I do, fragrances I wear with my baby. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be a new adventure for me and my wife and the rest of the family. My parents. I have an older brother and an older sister. And they have kids, but my parents haven't had any grandkids in 14 years, or a new grandchild in 14 years, so they're very excited. And my wife's parents, she's an only child, so this is their first grandbaby, so this is going to be even bigger for them. I mean, they are ecstatic, over the moon excited, so, and we're sharing that with them. But yeah, it'd be cool to do and that's another thing too, with expecting. Hi, I'm Daniela. Hi, nice to meet you, Daniela. Good to be a part. Be patient with her and the baby. I am. I'm really learning to. Done a lot of meditation, a lot of prayer, and a lot of just thinking and and advice. Reaching out to people. So yeah, I'm doing my best. But yeah, it'd be cool to do like a video on my fragrances I wear. Baby fragrances. Things that you could wear around a baby, because their noses aren't going to be as developed. They're going to be more sensitive, and you can't just wear everything around them, allergies and things like that. So me and my wife are definitely discussing, like, well, you can't wear fragrance here, you can't wear this, you can't wear that. So it's definitely a big change. But I know there's a lot of fragrances I have around here that are clean, that are subtle, that aren't as loud projecting, that have a very very smooth and soft profile to them that I think would be appropriate. So -4 months. Oh, dude, so you're very new then. Okay, gotcha, man. You're still in the beginning part of it then. So I know you definitely can be telling me, what's going on. So man, awesome, congratulations. But yeah, I got 2 here that I got from a rack store. I don't want to go ahead and open them just yet. I want to wait for more people to come in, but I might go ahead and go through them. And I'll talk about them here in a little bit, what they are. And it's not a whole lot. Usually I try to pick out like a little travel size kit of things, or sampling kit, and I'll open them here, and maybe some other full size bottles. Couldn't find anything that looked, like I didn't have, or anything that looked interesting. But I did find these 2, and one of them I've actually been wanting for a while. So, and the other one is pretty interesting as well. Yeah, I'm a Nautica Voyage every day. Yeah, man, because it's clean. I don't think it's a terrible performer either. Some people, say it's bad, it's terrible, it's not good. I think it's actually a fairly good, solid performance. Of course, it depends on how you wear it. But, sorry, I'm trying to check something on here. But, yeah, and it's clean, inoffensive, easy to wear, which is why it's great for beginners. But, I do want to do a video like that. I want to. And I want to try to keep everyone updated on here as well. And I don't know how I'll do my weekly rotation whenever we're there at the hospital and coming back, depending on if it falls on weekend or not. But I'm going to try to do as much updating as I can through that time. That's why I may get like an Instagram or something like that. So, bad for me, it's bad for you? Yeah. It's been a while since I've worn it too. I've had so many bottles and I've given them away. I need to go ahead and get it back. But, it's I guess it depends on how it goes. But yeah, it still smells good though. And like I said, very easy, especially for beginners and for baby as well. But, trying to say, I don't think there's anything different, anything new I've gotten. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff right over here in the corner that you can't see, and it's a good reason you can't see because I'm talking about them in a video that I'm doing. My main video I'm releasing this Friday, and just to give you a heads up what it is, it's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not even number, not 5, not 10, but 7. Yeah, it still smells amazing, dude. It's Nautical Void is still good. I mean, it's still. I mean, there's a reason why it's everywhere, and it's a good thing that it's everywhere. But 7 rack store cheapies, clones, however you say it, rack store shelf cheapies that I love. As of now, my favorite out of the ones I have. So, and I don't know, I might need to add this Monarch one in there, make it 8, but we'll see. But yeah, it's these here, can't see them yet. I have Boss Bottle Elixir coming. Dude, okay, so I have Boss Bottle Elixir. Surprisingly, I have not even worn it once. And it's a shame. It's a crying shame. But I'm going to wear it this next week. And actually, the title of my weekly rotations video that's going to be in theme for next week is going to be ones that I haven't worn yet. There's a lot of fragrances back here that I've had, and I've never thought I had the opportunity to wear them or the right occasion. But next week, I'm going to force myself to wear them at least once, and that's one of them. So when it comes out, you'll get to see all the ones that I have not worn. Basically, next week, my first time wearing some of these, and that's going to be one of them. But haven't worn it a whole lot. I smelled it on the test strip a bunch of times, smelled it on the atomizer, and I absolutely love it. I mean, it's woody, smoky, incensey. It's good. It's good. It's good. And I've heard the performance is out of this world, so I can't wait to wear it. I'm very excited. I think I'm going to go ahead and start opening up something. So, this one here, Bora Bora. There's no doubt that if any of you have been to any kind of rack store, especially Ross, you've definitely seen Bora Bora. It is a old school retro scent. I mean, not really too retro. I think it came out in 2002, which, I mean, it's 13 years ago. No, 23 years ago. I can't do math. 23 years ago, which is a long time ago, but I love fragrances from that era, from the late 90s, especially mid 2000s. That is like my cup of tea. That is my vibe. What I love to wear. Also, Azure Oud. Ooh. Oh, yeah. The Fragrance World. Fragrance World Azure Oud. I know you're talking about. I've seen a lot of people talk about that one. I know Ross from TOTG Reviews doesn't like that one, but Neeb from Aromatics loves it. So I'm excited to see what you think about it. I haven't gotten it. I have actually Liquid Brune, and that's another one that I have in my video next week. But yeah, you'll see it. But anyway, Bora Bora, dirt cheap. I mean, $14.99, super inexpensive. But then again, it is very old school. Don't know what to expect with this one. I'm expecting an old school, aromatic, powdery, citrus, maybe a little ambery as well. French Avenue. Sorry, French Avenue is Fragrance World's other half, like their other part. Yeah, I'm talking about. All right, so Bora Bora. Here's what the bottle looks like. I know you can't see it from where you're looking at, but it has a teal blue kind of colorization to it. I don't know if you can see it from there. Like a deep teal blue, and you think it's see-through, but it's spotted all through it like a I mean, it's weird. Almost like the bottle has a rash. I mean, it's I know it's weird, but it's like melting or whatever. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, it's an interesting bottle though. Still probably made the exact same way it was back in 2002. But Bora Bora, I've seen it everywhere, and I've just been like, you know what? I got this other one, and I was like, I don't know anything else to get. I'm gonna go ahead and get that one. I love trying new stuff anyway. My wife's name. What is it, Bora Bora or Bora? What's your wife's name? Please comment down. but yeah, dude. Bora Bora. But trying to didn't even take out a test strip. Teal. Oh, I was like, that's a coincidence, dude. Teal. Okay, that's a pretty name, by the way. Yeah, dude. It's I don't know. It's not really teal. It's like a dark sea blue almost when you see through it. I do actually like the color. It's like a greenish blue mixture. But I forgot to even get the test strips out. Look at me, amateur hour over here. All right. But yeah, I'm expecting the old school 2002. And you people watching, again, please comment below what's going on. I mean, I comment, but chat. Give a chat in the message. Give a message in the chat. I'm dyslexic. But give a message in the chat. Let me know what's going on with your day. What are you wearing today? Again, we're just opening up some stuff. Whatever questions you want to ask it. If you want to see anything in my collection or ask about something, ask about it. Again, most of the stuff I have are cheapies, very few designers, and some niche or independent stuff. Very selective. Trying to get more and more designer stuff, but I mean, there's a reason why this is the Ode Cheap channel. It's because it's also convenient for me too. Anyway, so for now we're looking at Bora Bora, and the top came off. Look at that. Oh wait, no, that's just the atomizer. I thought top broke. Hello from Scotland, EMP. Good to see you. Cajun Caveman, how's it going, my dude? I was hoping you'd pop in. Good to see you. What you up to today? And what are you wearing, by the way? I'm hoping that Mitch comes in at some point on Mitch Dean and want it printed because usually just share. Oh, thank you, dude. Man, you don't have to. I appreciate it though. But yeah, dude. Here you go. Looking at Bora Bora, old school scent. Pretty good. Hope all's well with you. It's good, man. Can't complain. Just chilling like a villain on penicillin, which can hopefully I don't need it. But anyway, we're gonna try Bora Bora, and I'll look up the notes here in a little bit. I'm expecting old school 2002. Atomizer is not the best. Gotta go ahead and say that. I mean, it's okay for what it is. Mason Alhambra Gautier. Oh, is that that's the Purple Jamali Goldefin clone, isn't it? The gold bottle, the very like Tuscan leather kind of fragrance, right? If I'm not mistaken, because I used to have that one, and yeah, it is. I used to have it, loved it, but some of the people was wanting me to sell some stuff, you know, and I decided just to go ahead and sell it because I can always get it back. But I loved it, wore it a good bit, and I actually had a sample of Goldefin and was able to compare it, and it's super close, like super close. One of my favorite leather scents too in styles. Well, the cap's not going on. This is very cheap. I can't express that enough. Let's see how it smells. Bora Bora. Yeah, again, if you go to any rack store, especially Ross, you're going to see this everywhere. That's actually not bad. Okay, in the air, it definitely gave me like a hairspray kind of vibe, and I was very worried that it was going to be like too bad. But it's actually not bad. It has a good bit of a fruity sweetness on the top of it, actually. Very clean, a little musky. There's a little bit of an aromatic nature to it as well. I mean, you expect that from early 2000s. That's like everything they went with. But surprisingly sweet. When I get paid, I'm doing my first rack store run in a long time. Do it, man. Do it now because they got some really good stuff. And you'll see here in a little bit, the next one I'm going to open is one that if you go to Ross, and I think TJ Maxx as well, they have this next one for a really good price. Yeah, Bora Bora, not bad. I imagine the performance isn't going to be that good because it is very retro. You know, it's probably very fresh. And plus it says cologne spray on it. So not the best concentration. But I mean, for a quick little, you know, grab and buy and spray, not bad. I mean, it has actually a really good fruity sweetness on the top. Very clean. Obviously not the same kind of fruit sweet that you'd expect now. That's like very sweet. A lot of, you know, isomaltol and vanillin and things like that make it sweeter. It's going to be more of that retro style fruity sweetness. Let's look at the notes real quick on Fragrantica. Okay. Also, this is about Liz Claiborne for men. Also, same company did a Mambo, which I actually like a Mambo a lot more than this already, but it's still good. See Bora every time, yeah, and I see Ross. I say to Ross too, yeah, it's everywhere. It's like the litter of Ross because it's everywhere, but it's not too bad actually. I mean, it's not going to be the most original thing. It's a very straightforward scent profile. And I mean, there's probably some things for $14.99 you could do better at, like some of these rack store cheapies you'd see at like at TJ Maxx next door. But yeah, top notes are kiwi, lemon, and bergamot. I knew there's a fruitiness in there that was nice. It's a kiwi note, which is something you don't see a whole lot in fragrances. I think the last fragrance I knew that used kiwi was Coach for Men Green. Is that very tropical, kind of fruitiness to it, and it had kiwi as a featured note. So pretty interesting. Middle notes are lavender and hibiscus. Yeah, lavender is going to be everywhere. Base notes are leather, cedar, and musk. I know there's musk in this, but a little bit of woodiness. That leather's not really noticeable. But it's still clean though. And you know what? Now that I know it's kiwi, it's actually noticeable. I just knew there's a fruitiness in there, but that's not too bad. I mean, again, Bora Bora, not terrible. Again, I have a soft spot. Kiwi, yeah, I know, very interesting. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from something you see like every time you're at Ross, but not bad. It's there. When you know it's there, you notice it more. It's good. It's way smoother than you'd expect it to be, especially for the cheap price and for a old style fragrance. Way smoother. Just give it time for the alcohol to dissipate. Give it time for it to go down and that hairspray smell to go away, which is only like a few seconds. But yeah, not bad actually. Okay, not bad at all. Making sure I'm not missing anything through here. But yeah, really, really good. I mean, really good for the. When I say really, really good, I don't mean like it's better than anything. I mean, it's good for the price you got it at and for the age that it is, which is 23 years old. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. I'm glad to have it. I can use it as a reference, and I wouldn't mind spring it up every once in a while. I mean, I don't like it more than Mambo, which is another one you see everywhere. And I like Mambo because because it smells like a cheaper alternative to Platinum Egoist by Chanel, and a really good one at that. Smells really smooth, really good. And second reason is Carlos Benaim was the perfumer for Mambo, and he's one of my favorite perfumers. I mean, he's done a ton of stuff. He did all the Ralph Lauren Polo Blue line. He did all the Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf line. He's done a lot of good stuff. Of course, all the Corum line, which helped start this channel off, and a lot of other good ones. He did Aqua Brava as well. And I love looking at the perfumers. Oh, by the way, I looked at the perfumer for this one. Who was it again? It was Olivier Polge? I can pronounce that name, but Polge. But Olivier Polge, he was a perfumer for. He also helped do perfumery for Victor and Rolf. Oh, also Carlos Benaim, the perfumer for Mambo, also did the YSL Libre for Women line, which is an amazing line of fragrances. He was the one that started off, actually. He did it all. But yeah, Olivier Polge, one of the perfumers for this, because there's two perfumers, but he's the more notable one. He did Polo Blue Parfum, actually, which is pretty cool. He did, I'm going to go through and look at it, because there's some that I was trying to memorize. He did a lot of things that I have here. He did Chopard's when I was in Miglia, which I really like. He did, where's it at? Burberry Rhythm, which I used to have. Don't have any more, though. I think I used it up. He helped do Blue Chanel Parfum. He also helped do the new Chanel's Allure Sport Super Leggera. He did, like I said, 1000 Miglia. He helped do Dolce & Gabbana's The One, EDT, and Eau de Parfum. And he also did all of the F by Ferragamo line, the F Original, Black, and F Red. Or no, F Blue, the F Blue one. So he's got a good bit of ones under his belt. Really, really nice. That actually it's drying down really good. Yeah, that's actually not too bad at all. Very, very clean though. You know, good for summertime, good for spring, perfect for office wear, that kind of thing. What else did he do? He did, I think he did by himself, but he shared a lot doing the whole of Via Bell line by Lancome. Um, the original Invictus, and like I said, the whole F by Ferragamo. Valentino Uomo, the original. He also did Olivia. I think I hope I'm saying the name right. Olivia Polge did Van Cleef and Arpels, Midnight in Paris, the original, and Eau de Parfum. So yeah, there's a reason why this stood up the test of time. But yeah, a lot of the flower bombs, along with Carlos Benaim, and L'Homme. Oh, also the original Spice Bomb. Did I mention that? The original Spice Bomb he did. So he's got a good repertoire. And Polo Blue was one of my first friends ever back in the day. Yeah, a lot of people's first ones. I had a best friend who that was his signature First one, only one he ever wore, and it's still really good. I really want the Parfum version though. I think it's more woody, has better performance, and it's just a little deeper. But I do love all of them. I also have a Polo Blue Gold Blend, which has a little bit of an incense note in it, adds a little more interest, a little more spicy as well. Sound like you can't go wrong for 15 bucks? No, no, you can definitely do a lot worse for 15 bucks. This ain't bad. Not at all. I can't, I mean, then again, I appreciate this kind of stuff anyway. Yeah, he's made some bangers. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why it stood up. I mean, good perfumery can stand the test of time. We've seen that with Agua de Jo, obviously. You know, Alberto Marias did all the line, started off with that one, and has been a men's bestseller for years upon years. I mean, you look at things like even the original Polo Green, which I think Carlos Benem actually did that one as well. So yeah, Carlos Benem did that one, and I mean it stood the test of time as being a classic in men's cologne. And even like Aramis, let me see who did Aramis real quick because that's one of my favorites. I love Aramis. I've had so many bottles through the years. I need to get a new one. I just hate that so many of the flankers got discontinued. But Bernard Chant, yes. And he did all the Aramis line. And I mean, he hasn't done so much since then. He did Gray's Cabochard. Also, the same perfumer did that one and the one that smells like Aramis. But still, it's still the test of time. Good perfumery can stand all the trends, you know. That's why it's important to know. I don't like to just know how it smells. I don't like just to know, you know, oh, this one, that one, what's sweeter, what's trending. I like to know also who made it. Also because I'm also wanting to try to get perfumery. But I like to know who made it, their thought process, their style, and you know, because it really gets into the mindset of the person who made it, and more as an art rather than just a accessory, you know. But that's just me personally. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the next one, okay? One that not a lot of you are probably going to expect. And like I said, Cage Caveman, if you go hopefully very soon to any rack stores, you'll find this one for very inexpensive. And you won't think that it's the typical men's fragrance. And if you saw the thumbnail, you saw the silhouette. It is this one, Billie Eilish number 2. Yes, a Billie Eilish fragrance. Why am I reviewing a Billie Eilish fragrance? Is because apparently this one is not as feminine. It is more masculine leaning. It's like the darker version of the first one, the Billie Eilish number 1, which took off, you know, like crazy, being that very caramel, vanilla, sweet, heavy one that a lot of girls love to wear, and it is very attractive. I love that scent profile, a little floral as well, but yeah, very, very good. A lot of people are also emulating that one, but Billie Eilish number 2 has not done that good at, I guess, at retailer because it quickly went to rack stores and it went very, very cheap. So used to, this is full price, like 90 something dollars, maybe 110 or so. I picked this 50 mil up for $29.99 at Ross, and it's the same price at TJ Maxx. And I guess like 100 mil would only be like maybe $10 more, $39.99. Still under that $40 mark I like to try to keep stuff at. But I remember smelling this when it was first released. Was it like the end of 23 or 22? And actually me and Tommy smelled it and we were like, I know it's a girl's fragrance, but man, it smells good. Okay, I have some ladies that like Billie. You know some, yeah. She has a new one now called number 3, which is a red one. I imagine it's more fruity, maybe spicy. Haven't smelled it yet. But me and Tommy were actually talking about this one, trying to get our hands on it. And when I saw that it was $29.99, and it is everywhere in the rack stores, all over Ross, all over TJ Maxx, I mean, piled up, I was like, I can't miss it because I may never have the chance again. And it's been a long while since I've smelled it. So, we're going to smell it right here and now. And before we get into what the bottle looks like, I know what the bottle looks like. Just overlook that. So, YouTube, don't demonetize. I mean, I'm not monetizing this, but don't strike this video or this live stream because of what this bottle looks like. Please. This is the loudest saran wrap I've ever seen. Okay. I hope you could hear anything that I said because that saran wrap was super loud, but took it off. Now let's get into the actual bottle of fragrance. Like I said, you know what the bottle looks like. I know what the bottle looks like. We'll just overlook that for the time being. Actually, had my wife sample or travel size of the Billie Eilish number 2. I'm going to try number 2. This is number 2. Number 1, the original one, the gold one. And she loves it. My sister has a full-size bottle of it that she loves. But no one really talks about this one, the black one. The notes look great. Yeah, I'll get into that here in a second. But here is the bottle. We cover up the vast majority of that, even though it's only half of it. But the usual Billie Eilish bottle. And, I mean, I could always take the thing out of the actual holder, you know. But yeah, I'm going to try to keep that off screen as much as possible. We'll just have half the head there. But I remember it being very dark, a little earthy, a little aromatic. So maybe, and a little bit sweet because obviously it's a Billie Eilish, so it's going to have a little bit of vanilla in there. But, let's see. Really good atomizer. I mean, it sprays out pretty good. Okay, let it sit for just a second. I'm going to go ahead and look it up while it is doing that. Okay. Billie Eilish number 2. Ooh, yeah. Very, very woody. Like a dry woody. Ooh, this smells very similar. Not very, very, but it smells similar to Bentley for Men Absolute. And I love that one because it's a dry, woody one. It's not going to be as smoky as that, and that's not going to be as sweet as this, but it does have that same dry sandalwood opening. A little balsamic as well. It actually reminds me, if any of you watched my weekly rotations video from last week, I talked about a sample vial that I had from the House of Oud. It was their fragrance called Gambling, and I said it was a very balsamic, almost acidic kind. Just turn away from the cam. Yeah. Hold up, I'll do that. It smells like that opening of Gambling by House of Oud. That very balsamic, dry woodiness. Okay, it's drying down quickly from that. It's a little bit of sweetness is coming through. Oh, but it still has that dry woodiness. Yeah, this is definitely way more masculine than the first one and probably the third one. Again, I haven't smelled the third one yet, but way more masculine leaning than the Billie Eilish number 1. Yeah, fresh, spicy, man, dry, a little aromatic, herbaceous. Let's go ahead and look at the notes real quick, okay? Because we'll have it here now. Has a little bit of a vanillic sweetness now coming up through it, which is actually nice. So woody, fresh, spicy, citrus, warm, spicy. I get that. Aromatic, I got that. The top notes are bergamot, apple blossom. Okay. I didn't really get the apple blossom. I don't even know what apple blossom is supposed to be. I mean, how do you even know what apple blossom is? Middle notes are black pepper, papyrus, and poppy. So the floral aspect. And the papyrus, another note shared with, I think a Bentley for Men Absolute has a papyrus note in it as well. Just a dry, papery, woody kind of facet. And base notes are Palo Santo. Interesting. Ebony and vanilla. So that ebony wood, Palo Santo, yeah, that's where I get it. So it's not sandalwood, even though it smelled like it, it's Palo Santo. And vanilla. I knew there was vanilla. There's a little bit of that sweetness that just came out. It is very, very similar to Bentley for Men Absolute. Let's see what other people are comparing it to. But yeah, this is not at all going to be mass appealing. I can see why it didn't do too well at retailers, because this is not mass appealing. It's definitely a trial one. It's not going to be one that you know is going to be a hit. Okay, number 1, people say it's very similar to Ebony Fume by Tom Ford. Don't know what that one smells like, but I'll try. You know what? Sarah Jessica Parker or Stash by SJP. It does smell very close to that. But I think this is way less nail polish remover smelling than Stash by SJP. You know, way smoother than that too. Similar to Black Afghano by Nasamoto, which I really, 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 really want to try a sample of that. And Santal 33, I guess I can get that. It doesn't have as much of that sandalwood notice because it's not sandalwood in here, obviously. Billy is bi, so I can see her asking for masculine notes. That makes sense. Okay, that does make sense actually. Get it? Makes sense. Huh? Knee slapper. Sorry, that's terrible. Please don't stop watching. But Black Afghano, I thought Black Afghano had more of a cannabis note to it. But maybe it's the dark dryness that adds that makes it like that. Because yeah, Black Afghano is way more cannabis smelling from what I hear. From what I hear, um, Centaur 33, but there's no cardamom in that. Not as cardamom heavy, but it is that dryness. By Commodity, it's been a while since I smelled Book by Commodity, but I really do want it. Paper by Commodity is another really good one. Oh, you know what? Palo Santo by Cremo. It is very similar to that. I can actually see that, but then again, it's the Palo Santo in this that comes out. But man, it smells very close to Gambling by House of Oud. That very dry, aromatic, balsamic, spicy kind of nature. That's a little more green than this, but it definitely has a middle of that. So again, I'm not gonna show the front for reasons. Billie Eilish number two. Billie Eilish number two, the black one, way more masculine, and I'm glad I have this one because I don't have anything like this in my collection, save Bentley for Men Absolute. But I'm glad I have it. Yeah, this is way more niche profile than anything else you'd expect. I mean, and for $29.99 a 50 mil, yeah, this is way more niche profile, meaning it's not going to be for everybody. It's not going to be for everything. It's not going to be something that's going to be immediately likable. There's comments on here on Fragrantica, which is why Ross calls it Troll Grantica, but comments everywhere. People saying, I don't like it. It's too masculine. I can't stand it. Not for it. I can't see how this is wearable. But that's what a niche profile is. It's going to be for a niche or a certain kind of group of people. I mean, someone out there is going to wear Secretions Magnifique by Ite Libre d'Orange. Someone out there, I don't know who, and I hope I never meet him, but someone out there is going to find a reason to wear that fragrance, just like someone's going to find a way to wear this one, and that person's going to be me. I want to find a way and a chance to wear this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to include this in my weekly rotation video next week because the weekly rotation was going to be themed around fragrances I haven't worn yet. So I'm going to wear this one, or fragrances that I'm wearing for the first time. And I'm going to do this one. I'm going to find a time to wear it. I think more people say it is more for like fall and winter time. I think springtime you could wear it too, maybe for night, and that makes sense. I mean, it's a darker profile, darker fragrance, more for nighttime. But yeah, Billie Eilish, number two. Really like it. And like I said, if you go to Ross and TJ Maxx now, they have this 50 mil for $29.99, which is way cheaper than you'll ever find at retail. And the only reason you can find it is because it's not doing too good at retail. I like it. The warrant dries down. Then again, I'm weird. I know I'm weird with that. I mean, it's not going to be for everyone, but I like it. I can't help that I like it. And I'm not going to apologize that I like it. It still has a vanillic sweetness in the background that keeps it from being too dry and too unappealing. And that's also something that Gambling by House of Oud had. It had a boozy, uplifting sweetness to it at the very beginning that carried a little bit into the fragrance, but this has it more in the base than what that one had it. So it's going to last a little more than that. I like it. I really, really like it. Tommy's going to be very jealous that I have this because man, he's been wanting to find a bottle of this for a while. So maybe I'll have to go ahead and get him one. But yeah, let's see how Bora Bora is smelling now. Again, Bora Bora, 2002 fragrance, $14. Still good. Okay, compared to that one, definitely not as good quality. Definitely way cheaper. Honestly, I might grab it if it's there when I go. I recommend it. Just go into it knowing it's going to be that kind of profile. But yeah, I recommend it. Of course, I mean, I'll actually get to see what it's like on skin after I wear it. But yeah, still good. I mean, it has that 2002, early 2000s, late 90s aesthetic to it. But it's still fruity. It's still fruity sweet. It still has a little bit of that musk aromatic nature in the background. A little woody. It's not leathery. I mean, the leather note is basically non-existent, but still good, still clean. But yeah, really, really good. I'm surprised I don't have, or I'm not surprised, but kind of disappointed that I don't have more new fragrances to open. But we are at 45 minutes now. I'm probably only 15 more minutes because I do have some stuff I got to go do. And I don't want to go on too long. But those of you watching, thank you for continuing to watch. I don't know if you stayed here from the beginning or if you, you know, came in and out, in and out. D, I don't know if you're still in here, dude, but if you are, please leave a comment, let me know. But if not, man, or if you have to go, I appreciate you for being here. But yeah, don't really have anything else to look at. Next week, hopefully, I am planning on a live stream next Saturday, the first Saturday of the month. And again, I didn't want to not have a live stream this month. I honestly thought about it, but I was like, if anything, I'll just do this little setup real quick, and I think that was D, hopefully, and I'm gonna save a better one for next time, and I zoned out. Next Saturday, I'm hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, Tommy will be back here with me. We'll have the usual setup like we did last time. Thanks for the fire content. Oh, dude, thank you. Thank you for watching. And I'm glad you think so. It's all for you guys, and I enjoy doing this. I take pride in what I do. Not everything's exactly how I want, but I try to do what I can when I can. Good night, my man, EMP. Good to see you. Glad for stopping by. Thank you so much. Again, continue to go on, and I have some other stuff next week and later this week, so be looking forward to it. But yeah, thank you for coming in and watching, for checking in with me. But when Tommy's here, we'll have the usual setup. And I'll actually have a mic for him so you can hear everything going on. And we're going to do a huge fragrance haul and be looking at the community post, because I will be announcing it in the community post sometime mid next week what it's going to be. Just know it's a work in progress. We understand. Yeah, it is, man. And thank you for understanding too. And eventually I'll get to where everything is solidified and I'll have everything exactly how I need it and want it. And all I do is flip a switch and there I go. But it's going to be a huge haul, and it's actually down here, so don't look down here. Don't notice all that. But a huge haul that, again, you probably saw my community post earlier in the week where I was supposed to have it in on time for coming up, and it wasn't on time, and Tommy couldn't make it at the time where, it was supposed to be in, and it didn't work out. But next week, the next live stream, the first Saturday, if everything works out according to plan, I will have this huge haul. Me and him will open it on stream. It'll be just a smashing good time. It'll be a really, really good time. I'm looking forward to it. And so definitely tune in for that. And again, I'll give a community post midway in the week to let you know exactly what it is. And just as a reminder of what's all going on. But only 30 minutes left. I want to just chill, chat. If any of you have any comments or any questions or anything you want to ask, let me know. I still have to pick out my weekly rotation fragrances for the week. But yeah, it's all about being consistent, and you're doing great. Well, man, I thank you. I'm trying. And the weekly rotations are definitely ones that, and the videos aren't performing as good as I would hope, but I'm still going to keep at it because eventually over time it'll be a usual and people hopefully look in and keep watching. And I know it's a different format because I'm doing it like this. Like I just set my phone up and do that, and it's not my usual camera setup. But I just want it to be something that I could actually talk through with minimal editing, something that's more genuine, that's more personal, and also less editing saves me time later. But just something I can quickly do, just talk through it and put it out, and also gives me a chance to ramble more than I usually get to in my videos. Scent of the day, Latafa Eternal Oud. That's the Maison French Courtesan, my mind went blank. What is it? Grand Soir clone, isn't it? I really don't want to try to get that one. I've had a chance to get it and put it on the back burner, but before the end of this year, I'm getting it unless a better, Grand Soir clone comes out. But I really want to get that one. I've seen it at people talk about it being at Burlington, and I don't have a Burlington that's close by. Correct? Good deal. I don't have a Burlington that's close by, which is a shame. Then again, it's probably a good thing I did, because if there's a Burlington close enough within driving distance or reasonable driving distance, I'll be broke on my back because I have no money. Because all the videos I see of Gerard on his channel when he does his Burlington runs, they have everything. All of the Banana Republics, all of the Latafas, all like Offenons, Al Haramain, all of that. And it's like, dude, and that's way cheaper there because at an online discounter, especially if it's like fragrance buy, you have to. I mean, it's a good price, but then you pay, way out there for shipping costs because it's having to come from Canada and all of that. And it's just like, it's way cheaper just to buy it at that rack store just for tax price. Do you have any layering combo videos? I don't. And it's something I want to do. I don't layer a whole lot. I used to way back when, because I've had phases of my fragrance journey where I did a couple fragrances, went out of went out of that, got back in and collected more, went out of it and then collected more and like that. But I've been seeing not saying, but I used to way back when, and I layered a lot of stuff on like Burberry Touch and some Co Bijou stuff from Bath and Body Works when they used to sell it, and I loved it. But you know what? I'm gonna try some. If at some point I'm gonna do a community post or something, I'm gonna get you guys to comment some layering combos that you have, and if I have any of those in here, I will try them out and do a video on it. But I don't really have any layering combos. I know some fragrances that are good for layering, like Lattafa's Kaya Alfre San is a good pineapple layering. I know not Bentley, Banana Republic, the which one is it? Not vintage green, but there's one that smells like clean linen sheets. It's good for anything you can lay on top of that. But I don't have any. But again, if you guys have some, I'm gonna do a community post and you can comment them in there. I've been seeing the nitros popping up too. Yeah, dude, and it's crazy. I never get to see any of that. But you know what? TJ Maxx has been getting a lot of off-non stuff in. Off-non 9 p.m., off-non 9 a.m. dive, 9 a.m. for women, and I've gotten all those for me and my wife now. So yeah, I picked up Nitro Red and the Hype is Red. It's really good. I haven't got it yet. I'm debating on which Nitro to get first because I really want to get that Nitro. It's the black one. I think it's Nitro Intense or something like that. It's supposed to be the very like smoky, leathery version of like an Aventus kind of style. I really, really want to get that one. But I did get a sample of Nitro Red from one of the fragrance buy orders I did back when they were doing samples because recently they haven't been doing that. And it was really, really good. Very candy, watermelon, fruity. And it definitely had that Invictus, like kind of fresh aquatic kind of thing to it. And really, really liked it. It was so good. But I do want to get a full bottle, and the prices have been dropping even more, so I definitely want to check it out. I layer Amethyst and Oud for Glory, and it's fire. Dude, and I gotta get that. Okay, so I have, which I talked about it in my weekly rotation video, which you'll see, the ones my wife picked out for me. Bayadal Oud, Honor, and Glory. And I really want to get the other ones. I want to get Amethyst. I want to get Oud for Glory, and the red one, I think is Sublime. I think that's that one, very fruity one. I want to get all of them. And then there's a pink one that's out now. It's like the blush one. I want to get that one for my wife. But yeah, I do want to get them. I really got to. But I imagine so. I think Amethyst. I don't. Is it cloning? Is it cloning side effect or is it cloning something different? Because people say it's not cloning side effect. I don't know, but it sounds like it'd be amazing. Amethyst is rose for rose. Yeah, that's what it is. So it's like that jammy, sweet rose kind of thing. And everyone's been talking about it, and I really, really want to get it. One of my next big orders, I want to definitely try to get some. Those two especially, because those are the main two I've been looking at. That and Sublime in that line. But yeah, now I'm just waiting for them to put out a green bottle that's like a very green one. Then again, if they put out a green bottle, it'll probably be something like another clone of Chaos Pistachio Gelato. But Atomic Rose. Okay, that's what it is. So not side effect. See, in the bottle make you think it's side effect, but yeah, Atomic Rose, that jammy sweet kind of rose. I really, really want to get it. There's a whole list of stuff I want to get. The haul that we're doing next week on the next live is going to be ones that I've been looking at for a while too, that are very hyped and that are really good. I'm very excited. Some of them are ones that are hyped. Some of them are ones that you've probably never heard about, and you'll get to see what those are like next week. But yeah, I need that Honor and Glory. Oh, dude. Okay, hold up. Here it is right here. By the All Oud, Honor and Glory. Dude, you're missing that. Okay, you know what? I'm missing out of what you got, and you're missing out of what I got here. This is incredible. Ever since Ross described it in a live stream, not a live stream, but in a short video for being a pineapple upside down cake. That is exactly what I smell in this. It is very, very, very pineapple free forward. It has a creme brulee note in there and a caramel note, which we really get. It's like a caramelized, sugary sweetness. And there's some cinnamon and there's a turmeric note, which definitely adds spiciness. You can really notice the cinnamon and a lot of musk in the background, a lot of ambers. It is just gorgeous, gorgeous. And what really sold me to get this, because Ross talked about it, and I was like, yeah, I do want to get it, but I'm just going to wait a little bit. And then Omar from the School of Sense channel, very critical, especially of Cheapies. He picked this one up just from a recommendation, and he's been raving about it since. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to go ahead and get it. So I got it right before the heat of summer hit last year, and I wore this through the summer. I wore it through I wore it at the beach. Perfect tropical vibes, but really this could be all year round. It's gorgeous. Perfect casual, perfect date night. It is just amazing. So smooth. And you wouldn't think something that is so sweet could be so smooth, but it is perfectly rounded. I mean, this thing is amazing. So expect tropical pineapple, very fruit, with some sweetness behind it, a lot of vanilla, and then you get some cinnamon spiciness coming through, and a good bit of vanilla. I think it's a vanilla, but a good bit of musk and like a caramelized sugary sweetness in the background. All of that with a fresh filter on it, if you can imagine that. So it's very versatile. Absolutely love it, man. It is amazing. Aside Zanzibar, I do have it. Let me get it. Hold up. I just stepped on that saran wrap and it scared me because I forgot it was there. But yeah, Asad Zanzibar, I really like it. I talked about this one in I think my last weekly's rotation video because I wore it. I really like it actually. It's Zanzibar's tropical coconut and creamy. It is. So it is not, and this may be a little controversial, not as tropical as I was expecting it to be. So I don't know if you saw my recent video on Lattafa's Nausea Intense. That's more tropical to me than this one. This, it has that kind of factor to it, especially if you view it and you expect it like that. And I know it's very controversial as well with how some people say, oh, it's cloning this. Some people say it's cloning that. And some people like it, some people don't like it. I think it's really, really good. To me, what I get with this one is a very creamy, powdery, the iris is very noticeable in this, first off. Very creamy, powdery iris, vanilla coming through. That coconut milk, not coconut milk, but it's a coconut water note. It comes in as well. And it's not too coconutty, and it's not too sweet, but it is there. And to me, what I think of with this is it smells like hot steamed milk with some vanilla added to it. It's exactly what I think it smells like. My mom, when I was a kid, used to make me what was called warm milk, which all it was microwaved milk that was foamed up a little bit, and she put a little vanilla extract in it, and it helped me go to sleep. It's so cozy. This smells like that, but a little fresher than you'd think. But yeah, sweet, powdery, the iris is there, the creamy, the sandalwood is definitely there, which adds that creamy nature to it. I think it's amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing. And I think because of how it's made, it is more versatile than just the warmer weather. I think it's spring, summer, definitely. Just be lighter with it. I think it can also be worn in the fall weather as well, because I got more vanilla in this than just coconut. But man, it's good. I do. I really like it. And some people harp on how the cheap, the bottles, how cheap they are and stuff like that. And some people have problems with this thing coming off, but I haven't had any problems with this little sleeve coming off, so pretty lucky on that. But yeah, I really like it. I'm also really wanting to get Assad Bourbon. Really want to get it because apparently people are saying it's the best out of the line. Really love this one. Really love the original. I do think I like. Now, which one I like more? You know what? I can't say which one I like more because I'd rather have bourbon to accurately compare that. But yeah, I love Assad Zanzibar, dude. Really though, I mean, if you want some tropical kind of vibes here, I mean, even though it's not the weather to talk about it because it's literally like 30 degrees outside right now where I live, but let me get this. Hold on just a moment. Stepped on it again. Here you go. If you want tropical vibes for some cheapies, be these here. So now, Body All Oud, Honor and Glory, not just tropical, but it definitely gives that vibe because of the sweet pineapple and the powdery, creamy kind of thing in it. But you got Tommy Hilfiger, Vibrant Summer. You got Assad Zanzibar by Lattafa. You also got Lattafa by Al Oud, Honor and Glory, and you got Lattafa Najdia Intense. So all of these great tropical ones, dude. This one is way more to me tropical, almost like margarita kind of tropical than Zanzibar, in my opinion. But like I've said in the video on the review on this one, it has more of like a sour kind of pineapple, like a very, very ripe pineapple, on the point of almost going off, but not quite, and it smooths out way more as it sets in your skin and as it macerates, though. But yeah, man, it's been a while since I wore Vibrant Summer. It's just hard to think about summer fragrances right now whenever it's so cold outside. So this one is way more on the solar notes, though. Vibrant Summer by Tommy Hilfiger, way more on the solar notes. Way more of that spiky, not really out of headache, but sunscreen kind of vibe. Not so much coconutty, a little ambroxan in there as well, but still very much in the Tommy Hilfiger style. But yeah, these are my tropical ones. These are the ones that I like. Also, Tommy Bahama's St. Bart's. That's another good tropical one because it's very lime, sea salt heavy, very much margarita vibes. It is so good, so good. But yeah, I love all these. These are all good. Really, really like it. But yeah, Zanzibar. My hot take is that it is really, really good, and I think it deserves way more love than people have been giving it. Either they really like it or they really hate it. I really like it, especially as it wears on skin, and it has good performance on it as well. Yeah, dude, steamed milk vanilla. Gonna have to check that one out. Yeah, dude, it's good. It's good. Like, out of all these here, my favorite is definitely gonna be this one. I mean, it's too good, and this is more original. It's not really cloning anything because you look at it and you think, oh, it's cloning Paragon by Initio because of the look of the bottle, but it's not. It's not cloning Paragon. It's just its own thing. Oh, dude, it is so addictive. It's so addictive. And performance on this thing is amazing. Amazing sillage for the whole life of the fragrance. Medium to loud projection for first hour and a half, 2 hours. And longevity is easily 8 hours plus. I mean, of course, depending on how you wear it. On clothes, it'll be the next day, next 2 days, But I had this in a travel size atomizer. Taking it to the beach. You haven't convinced me. I'm getting it. Good. Let me know what you think about it, man, because I'm hoping. I mean, I don't think the batch would really change that much. Lattafa really doesn't have big changes in their batches, like most of the designer niche ones do. But definitely let it macerate. I mean, it's great off the rip, but when it macerates, it gets exponentially better. If you can even imagine it getting better. But I had this in a travel size atomizer again when I took it to the beach last year, and sprayed it up. Used it, and then I was wanting to reuse the atomizer later. It's one of the ones you screw off the bottom portion from the atomizer, and I was just going to pour it out and set it and let all the fragrance dissipate out of it over the course of a week or two, however long. The oils in that from this remained in the bottom of that atomizer for months and months and months until even now. Most of it has dissipated, and I smell it. I can still smell remnants of this fragrance in that atomizer from that very thin film on the bottom of it. So yeah, it's good. It's really good. I mean, it's unsung hero for sure. But yeah, dude, it's super good. I want to smell real quick the Billie Eilish one again. So again, this is Billie Eilish number 2. Having to censor that. This is the back. So. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, dude. It was crazy, and I was wanting to wait for it because I was wanting to use something else in it in case But I still haven't. It's very dry. It's still dry, woody. I like it. I'm glad it went the direction it went, and I'm glad that it's at rack stores now for very cheap. Yeah, really good. But anyway, hey guys, we are now 5 minutes past the hour mark, and I would love to keep going. I could go all night. Maybe one day we'll have like a 24-hour stream or something. I don't know, just something crazy like that. But I could go all night, but I do have some things I have to go do, so I don't want to hold up too long. Before I go, any other questions? Anything else that you want to see for my collection, or anything you want me to talk about? Anything you want to know about what's coming in the future? Any of you who don't know, I am about to be a father, and probably about a month's time, my little boy will be here, and it'll be a big life change. So hopefully none of this will change too bad. But if it does, then it does. Obviously the priority is him, but I'm gonna try to keep as consistent as I can. But that's why I did that one video at the beginning of the year, kind of telling and announcing how everything is going to be, and what all to expect. But yeah, Cajun, yeah, always good chatting, man. Good to see you. Always good seeing you guys in here. Congratulations, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. It's gonna be a big change, but we're excited. We get some good people around us to help us as well. Already had our baby shower and a lot of good blessings in that. A lot of things, gifted to us. So, again, those of you, if you came in later, I'm going to get you on this real quick. It will change things, but life is all about adapting. That's true, man. You've got to adapt. It's all about maturing and growing, and also being a better person through it. So I know it's going to make me a better person. I know it is. But real quick, I'm going to talk about this one. I'll talk about the beginning of the stream for those of you who haven't seen it. Monarch. This is by Camera or Camera Perfumes. One of these shelf fragrances you can find at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, things like that. It is a really good, fresh, clean, spicy, citrus, a little metallic, but aquatic, fresh kind of cheapie. Very reminiscent to something that's in the late 90s, early 2000s kind of freshies. Perfect for office wear. I've seen this 1,000 times. Never thought to pick it up. Picked it up last night, and I like it. It's so, so good. It definitely has that same designer style that most fragrances are going for. Excuse me, at that retro time. But yeah, really good. So if you see it, only $14.99, go ahead and pick up this one called Monarch. You'll find it in the men's section. But yeah, guys, I know that the views are going down. People are starting to leave, and that's absolutely all right, because we're about to head out here in a little bit. But I really do appreciate all of you who have stayed, who have been commenting and watching and just interacting with it. I really do appreciate it. I know that this is a very different stream from what I usually do. Usually I have a whole setup, but I had to change things around, didn't have everything ready in time. But next week, I will have it ready. Take it easy, man. See you next time. See you, my man. I really appreciate you. Again, thank you for being here. But I really do thank all of you. Be watching for Monday when my weekly rotations video comes out. Again, it was the wifey edition, so she picked out everything I was aware from last week, from Monday through today and tomorrow, Sunday. So it'll be very interesting. A lot of things that she likes that I did not expect her to like. But yeah, be looking out for that, and looking out for the announcement for the live stream for next week, midweek, on what we're going to open, what brand we're going to open, and also on the video for next Friday. But again, I really do appreciate all you guys. I really can't be even more glad of such a very supportive and understanding community like you guys, and also very appreciative of the hobby that we're in. Of that, it's not just all about the expensive things; it's also about enjoying the cheap and simple things in life, like inexpensive fragrances, things that can still be good for a very low price. And I really, really do enjoy it. And, it's within my budget, but it's also, I love the treasure hunting. I love finding things that are really good for that a low price that people do not think they'll dismiss. I like being the ones to support the underdogs, so to speak. But anyway, I do appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for being here, and I will see all of you in the next video on Monday. Be blessed, guys.